Greetings everybody. Today I'm in the Arctic. There's my tent all pitched up. Dan's braving it in his bivvy bag. So it's been a while since I'm falling. We're in snow up to me, just above my thighs at the moment. So we came up yesterday into Arctic. We've got a cabin booked. We're using that as a base, way back there. And then we've got the pulk, and we're pulling the pulk as you've seen in the intro videos. We're spending the night here in this. We've walked across a lake, a frozen lake, and on the bank is a small wood. Well, it's not a wood actually; it's a massive forest. So we're going to spend the night here, and then see where tomorrow takes us. I'm using my, show you there, my Nallo 2 from Hilleberg. I took the footprint off because it's no use here; it just doesn't do anything. And I've just got some snow on the melt to make some scran. So I'll be in touch later. I'll catch you later. Cheers. Hi. I'm just settling. Just getting ready to settle down for the night. I had some really nice food, something to eat. I think it's my favourite dehydrated food, to be fair. And I get mine from the Fell store. Who, in fact, I get quite a bit of stuff from there. They're really good. Prompt. What more do you want? Yeah, the Trangia. I've had to melt some snow because I have to take medication. We haven't got no water, so I've had to melt snow. Trangia performed perfectly. Temperatures, the sun's gone down. I'll just spin you around and show you. Just about going down now. Hopefully I'll get a bit of the Northern Lights later. But Dan's sleeping out in a bivvy bag, so we'll be able to see it before me, so hopefully he'll give me a shout if we see it. We didn't see it last night. The first night that it's not been out for weeks, and it was our first night here. That's typical. But yeah, so I'm going to settle down and see where the night takes me. See if I can survive these freezing temperatures. I think it's about -19 as we speak. But when that sun sets really deep, then we can get ready for it to drop a lot more. But I'm warm enough with the gear I've got, so I'm fine. I'm just going to put my down jacket on now, and then I'm going to hunker down and get in bed. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll survive to the morning. See you later. I know I said I was going to bed, but I'm a bit too excited. It's a fantastic place. Where I'm looking now to the sky, you can't see it's behind. That's where if the Northern Lights are going to come, that's where it's going to be. Fingers crossed. My tent all lit up, bed's all ready. Dan's hunkered down for the night. He's in his bivvy bag. Madness. But the snow's really deep, and I keep taking one step and then dropping down to the waist. The snow's really deep. Got my tripod all set up there. Walking pole. My other walking pole is used as a tent peg in the bottom there. There's my tripod set up. I'll leave that there tonight. And hopefully I'll get the chance to use it with the Northern Lights. No gloves on, only for a few seconds because I have to operate my camera. But it's not for long. What a beautiful place. Morning, folks. Well, it's Just about to come up to 6 o'clock in the morning. Had a very warm night. Luckily we've got all the kit. But it was so uncomfortable. I just pull that down. So it was so uncomfortable. I don't know why, but I couldn't settle, so it wasn't a great night's sleep. But it was warm, so that's the main thing. Daniel's still fast asleep on the floor over there. I'll just show you. I don't know if you can see him or not. There's a tent, and he's just past the tent over there. So we just had some breakfast. I'll call it breakfast. It was rice pudding, but food's food. So I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to start packing all my stuff up ready to put back into the pulk before we head off on us to his next place. The tent is really wet because there's a lot of condensation in it, which is to be expected in this weather. Temperature down, I don't know what it was. I stopped looking at minus 19. But it got colder than that, and it's cold now. Oh, it's not too bad. But yeah, it's cold now. No northern lights last night. I kept getting up to have a look, but nothing. Well, there's always another day. Speak to you later. We've just hiked across that open land up there, that plateau, and the snow coming, it's up to your thighs, and it's really soft, powdery snow, so it doesn't compact, and it's absolutely worn me out. Hard work. I don't think we'd have managed on skis, to be honest. Probably snowshoes might have been a bit better, but oh my god, back across the lake. Dan's behind me. Ooh. I hear the lake crack now. It's cracking under my feet. It'll be alright. The scenery here though is breathtaking. Behind me. And it's so quiet, apart from the ice cracking under your feet. It's absolutely silent. That's the forest we've just been in over there. If we lift that up, right the other side of them trees on the far side. And back me. I'm going to keep walking on, and as Dan's a fit lad, he'll catch me up. We are crossing another lake, frozen, right behind me. Very pretty. We've had 2 days that we planned to camp that have gone, but due to bad weather, it wasn't on. There's a mountain range there, you see behind me, was where we planned to do one. And when we got down there, we we're going to walk along the mountain pass. And I got down there, the winds were measuring 96 kilometres an hour. It was snowing, blisteringly cold, and we're just not experienced enough to do that. So we came back. Dan spent an hour the night on the local lake, and I stayed in the cabin. And then yesterday we drove all the way up north to a place, well, we aimed for a place called Bork-Linden, which is just north of Abisko. And the closer we got, the worse the weather became, and to the point where, I don't know, a few kilometres just past Bjork-Linden the road was closed, snow was coming down, and we had to turn around and come back because we would have been trapped, because we couldn't miss a day because of the flight back. We couldn't take any risks, so again we had to come back, but we've got out, so you know, that's what matters. We have got out. We've already made plans to come back again. There's a thing that, you know, a couple of things that Dan needs to do. He wants to cross this lake north to south, 70 kilometres long. It's stunningly beautiful. We've recce'd that. So in the meantime we're just going out hiking, and this one's taking us across the lake, so hopefully get the drone up in a bit and get some nice aerial footage. I'll spin you around. Absolutely beautiful. We've just made our way down to the start of the mountain pass where we were going to come the other day when the weather was too bad. But even now, where everywhere else is pretty mild, here it's really windy and it's really cold. If you look up there, this is the archway to this start of the path to the mountain called Kebnekaise, I think it's called. I can't pronounce it. So you can see me. So we're just going to have a little wander down and maybe take a few photographs and see what we missed out on, but we wouldn't have seen any of this. We were parked just over there the other day when we came down, just by the building over there, and we couldn't see the other end of the building. It was that bad. So we're going to have a wander down and just to see what it's like. Just to see what it's like. So we climbed up the hill near the chapel, and just to see what the view is like. We can see the path. If I turn you around, the path that we'd follow if we'd have come on whatever day it was, Monday. We'd have followed that path all the way around, and then it takes us up. And these two mountains you see there in front of you, we were going to plan camp in the plateau, just going up in between the two of them in the valley, heading towards. There's a weather station at the top, and that's where we plan to wild camp. But in that weather, it wasn't going to happen. That's the other direction. I mean, it's still pretty cold here. Hence, I've swapped my cap for my woolly fell store hat. This little hat here, I got it from the fell store, and it's been an absolute godsend. I did buy it for my wife as one of her Christmas presents. When I was packing my gear, I thought, I might try that. And I tell you what, these temperatures, it's been absolutely phenomenal. Good bit of kit. I'd advise you can get one. So we're going to have a wander around here for 5 minutes, and then we've got to start heading back to the cabin, because we've got to pack all this kit up and get ready for a morning flight back to the UK tomorrow. But I'll say Phil, hopefully we're going to get some more. I'll have to come closer because of the wind, but hopefully we're going to get some more northern lights tonight, so that should be great. So, catch you later. Hi, well that's it. We've come to the end of our little Arctic adventure, and it's been everything that I wanted it to be, which is always a bonus, isn't it? We came out here with the sole intention of camping out in the Arctic and hoping of all hopes that we'd see the Northern Lights, and we've managed to do both. We didn't do as much camping as we wanted to do. Just got to show you that scenery back behind us. This is the camp that we stayed at. It's a wooden lodge there. Yeah, we didn't do as much camping as what we intended to do, but you know, you can't control the weather, and when the weather's bad here, it's pretty bad. And you can't be messing around in it. You know, it's just too dangerous. But we got out and we had to dig snow, and we got to put the tents up, and we had to sleep out in minus 20 degrees, and you know, we did it, and it was good fun. It was good fun. Saw the Northern Lights, which it's the last thing on my bucket list that I had. When I was 9 years old, my teacher, Miss Smeaton, never forget her, lovely woman, she got us all to write a list of things we wanted to do in our life. And I stuck true to that list. As a the list I wrote as a 9-year-old kid, and I've stuck to it all the way up to now. I'm in my 60s, and early 60s, and I stuck to it, and I'm glad I did, because it's easy to add things and then not complete what you want to do and take the focus of other things. And I was a real dreamer when I was a kid. All these dreams of scuba diving and mountain climbing and all these things, and you know, I even flew a helicopter. It was on my list, fly a helicopter. And I've done it. So I've completed my bucket list, and it's a really good feeling. Somebody said to me, "Oh, you just add more now. You can just add more onto it." But I'm not sure that I want to, because it takes away the achievement of already doing it. So I'm just going to take each thing as it comes and just enjoy now and what I do, because it's not over. We've already planned we're coming back here in 2025. There's a massive lake up north that we're going to go from top to bottom. We're going to have a crack at that on foot, sleeping on the ice. That's good fun. Sleeping on the ice is great fun. You've got to have the right gear. You know, you can't mess around. You've got to have good gear. But yeah, so the trip's over. So I just wanted to close now and say cheerio, and thank you all, everybody who supported us. And you know, it's been good. It's been really, really good. The Northern Lights for me was a highlight, I suppose, because that was the one thing on my bucket list that I had to do. You know, that left on my bucket list. But yeah, thank you. I thank the Fell Store. They provide. Well, they didn't provide. We obviously paid for it, but food and hats and things. And you know, it was good service, good quality, and we got good kit. And it was the same with, I've got, you know, all the warm weather clothing. You can spend thousands on it. But I haven't got thousands to spend. So you know, I went with Decathlon, and I got some really warm kit. My sleeping system, obviously, is that's all important, because you don't want to die in your sleep. But anyway, thanks to everybody. Thanks to my wife, who's supported me. And I'll see you all in the next video, wherever that may be. Or it might be a wild camp up in the Peak District, or whatever. I don't know. But I'm glad you're tagging along for this, because it's an experience I wanted to share. And it's an experience I recommend you. We didn't go by a tour company, or we just booked the flights, we booked the accommodation, we booked a cabin by, just by this forest, used it as a base. We hired a car and we shot off, and we went to all these different places. And we went to Birklinden the other day for our another camp. And when we got there, all the roads were closed, and it's a good 120, 130 kilometres away, and the snow came, and we thought, we're going to be trapped here, and our flight's the day after tomorrow. We've got to get back. So we had to come back, so we had to cancel that wild camp as well as the one in the mountains. But we managed to get back down to the mountains to have a look, as you saw in the video. And well, we'll see. Anyway, catch you later.